see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass, it's Carr. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5. He'll take a shot. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Monroe, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the...
It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And they're able to get him down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
That's a really nice-looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Hit as he throws. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Takes his shot. Got a man. It's Young. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back. Down the field, get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, its Carr. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Graham. Gets away from one. He's got space. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Irish! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Catch in the middle. It's Rocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you can tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Moore to the air. Here's a heat. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throwing right. Got him downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Caught near the sideline, it's Young. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. You got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. That's reeled in. It's Graham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Spits it out to the back. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking to throw, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Young. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Through the air, it's Carr. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The throw. The short hands. It's Graham. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got it set up on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the... They fake it. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
On to attempt the try. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Carr. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Going to swing it on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Fires to the right. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
Nah, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Dropping back, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
A little screen to the running back. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
He's going for it all. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Steps away. With the catch, it's Lockett.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
Fires to the big fella.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lockett. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And he missed it. No good. And this will stay a three-score game at 24.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Moore to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be.
Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Rodgers. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Makes the grab on the left. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Now the toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but it
makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
Fires one high and deep. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The short hands, it's Williams. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up, bringing it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Graham. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. The 40. At the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Wide open, he makes the catch. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker, it's Graham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Trying to take it back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out.
Trying to get behind the defense. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Notre Dame! It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day. So
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
That's a great job by the coverage unit on special teams, flying down the field, not just getting to the ball carrier, but knocking the ball free and creating a massive takeaway. You could argue that's easily one of the biggest plays of this game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the right. It's complete. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. Tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.